Hi, today I'm going to show you how to make tissue paper snowflakes. There's a couple of things that you can do. You can take the more traditional route, I guess, of taking tissue paper, white tissue paper, and folding it and cutting out. I'm going to show you how to fold in just a minute when I do something else. Folding it up and cutting it out of just white tissue paper. There's so many different designs that you can make. Basically, that's what I did with this. I took white tissue paper, folded it up into a circle like I'm going to show you in just a minute, and cut it out. And then one thing I did a little differently is it's so flimsy to me that I took it after I cut it out. There's two ways you can do this. Then you take glue water mixture, just Elmer's glue with a little water in it, and some kind of slick background. It could be a thin piece of plexiglass, or it could just be this cool stuff that I get from a local craft store that you actually cover outside furniture with, but it's cool, it's slick. And you paint a layer of glue on it. Then you actually put your snowflake down onto it and then paint another layer on top of it and let it dry. That's what I've already done with this. So I put a layer of glue, put this on, painted gently on top of it, sprinkled some glitter, then let it dry, and then I was able to peel it back off easy and gently. And it gives it a little bit more sturdiness, I think. Depends on what you're going to do with it. I don't know, maybe you're going to hang it, lay it out, or maybe you're going to hang it somewhere. I'm not sure, whatever you want to do. But another thing that you can do is take bits of tissue paper, like I've done here. I'm just going to show you quickly. I've already done it ahead of time and peeled it off. And you can take the same stuff and you can take the tissue paper and lay it on, and you're going to keep layering the tissue paper. This is some I've already done, and build it up any way you want. Sort of make it about 2 layers thick of this white tissue paper. So glue tissue paper until you get a good amount covered, and make it about, like I said, 2 to 3 layers thick. And then after you do that, of course, you let it dry. And the cool thing about this is after you let it dry, it just peels right off. I wish I hadn't peeled it off. I wish I'd shown you. You just peel it right off, and it creates its own new, fresh piece of paper, sort of. It's like almost like paper making. All right, then what you want to do, here's another approach you could take. You take a plate, a circle, or something like that, and you trace a circle. Whatever, I've done that ahead of time. And then you cut the circle out. Try to be as careful as you can with this. So far this is, remember, this is layers of tissue paper that have dried with Elmer's glue. Okay, so now here's when the snowflake pattern comes in. You basically take a circle and you fold it once. There's so many patterns on the internet, honestly, that you can look up and print out. But this is a basic way. You take a circle, you fold it once, twice, and then one more time. And it's sort of hard to cut this way, but it makes the best design, believe me. All right, then this is a little different, but you're going to make some kind of pattern. And just remember, you do not want to cut the pieces that hold it together on the sides. So usually what I do is I just cut in the inside and scoop out the inside. I go into it. I don't know, I might want to just cut out whatever kind of design that comes to mind, or you might want to just draw one ahead of time. You have to sort of be careful and have some good scissors with this because it's thick. But it's really important that you do it all at the same time because you're trying to look for basically a radial design here with the snowflake. All right, then, so basically I just did this and I just sort of scooped out the middle, really, in any kind of shape that I wanted. And now I'm going to go back and just maybe cut some little nicks in the side, but not a lot. You don't want to cut through the pieces that keep it together. So you just cut a few. Don't go in too deep. You sort of have to experiment with it. Sometimes it's hard to tell what you've got ahead of time. You just sort of open it up. I sometimes like open it up and look at it a little bit as I'm going to see what I'm getting. Like here, like maybe if I didn't go through thick enough here. This one's a little different because it's sort of harder to cut because it's got glue on it. So you're going to finish cutting that all out similar to this, and you're going to open it up. Sort of like one that I've done before, and you're going to see that you have a pattern developing. If you don't like it, you can refold it and cut away something that you don't like. Just always make sure you refold it before you cut, because if you don't, you won't have the radial design that you want. So then you have it, you straighten it back out, and that is actually made of tissue paper. It's just a little thicker than the other one, so it's sturdier now, and you've built up the layer, so it'll like be good and transparent and hold together better. So that is a snowflake made out of tissue paper, following the basic snowflake guidelines.